Welcome to Fire Up Your Fitness little video series. Today we are going to focus on our lower body. So to get started, I want you to have feet hip width distance, either shoes or no shoes, whatever feels better for you. I'm going to offer a few modifications to different challenges. Do what feels right for you. Feel free to modify additionally or to add on extra bits of challenge. So to start, we are just going to march in place. Get the lower body warmed up. Do your best to keep your hips level and square, left to right. And be faster will elevate your heart rate even more. Or nice and slow to get the blood flowing. Depends on where you are in your day. One more to each side. Deep breath in, complete exhale. Separate your feet super wide, a wide-legged forward fold. Toes should be pointed either straight forward or slightly out to the side. This just makes it your hip bones more in line in your hip socket. Hands to hips, elbows come back, chest open, and wide-legged forward fold. Release your hands to the floor, release your head, shake out your neck, blubber out your lips, and begin to sway side to side. In one direction and then the other. You feel a nice deep stretch in your inner thighs. When you walk your hands over, so let's say to the left, shift your hips back so that your knee stays over your ankle. One more to each side, nice and slow. And come back to center. Hands to hips, elbows to the ceiling, starting with the back of your head, roll up. And bring your feet back to hip width distance. We're going to move to some lunges. So hands to hips or out to the side to catch yourself if you're a little worried about falling. Weight into the four corners of your right foot. Lunge forward. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We are going to do 5 to each side. This is number 4. I'll reach. Bring forward. Step back with your left foot. Lower. Trying to keep hips square. 3, 4, and 5. Bring forward. Going back to the first side, step your right foot back. Continue on with the 5, or if you want to add a little bit of an additional challenge, with each time step forward. So step back, lower down, lift up, bring forward. 4, 5. Second side, step back, lower down, lift up, bring forward. We have one more. Nice. Bounce it out. You should feel your quads nice and warmed up. Come to the back of our mat. So that was working on our quads and glutes. We're going to get into our hamstrings a little bit here. So option 1, feet about hip width distance apart, gentle bend in your knees. Nice and open through the chest and collarbones. Just going to hinge forward at the waist. A deadlift here. So slight bend in your knees. Notice that the chest is still open. Engaging the hamstrings and the glutes. Pressing into your heels. Slowly lift up. Nice flat back the whole time. Lower. Exhale, lift. That is backwards. You're supposed to inhale at the top. Exhale, lower. Lift. Keep going with this. We're going to be here for about 30 more seconds. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can try it single leg. So bring weight into the four corners of your left foot. Lift your right leg. You get straight back. Lift straight up. Exhale, kick your right leg straight back. All the way up. last one on the left. And we're going to switch sides. So right leg down, left leg lifts, get straight back. Notice when you go down, my fingertips stay down to help keep my chest open. Imagine you're holding like a broomstick here. Right, all of the wobbles, accept all of the wobbles. Last one, lift up, lower down. Okay, so we've got quads, we've got hamstrings. We're going to get a little bit more into the outer thighs. Doing a curtsy squat. Four corners of the right foot. Take your left leg back behind you, 45 degrees. Hips stay level as they can. Squat down, bring it up, switch sides. Keep going with this. If this doesn't feel good on your knees, we have lots of different options. And last one over here, so keep going with that. Another option would be if your left leg straight back, just lower your left knee down, keeping everything in line, similar to how we did our little dips on the other side. Picking the couch. Last one here. We are going to drop down to our hands and knees, coming to tabletop position. Getting further into those glutes. Going to kick your left leg straight back, touch your toes, pull your toes to your nose, so keeping that back leg active. Lift up through your heel. Not so much that you get the rounded back. Nice flat spine so the core is engaged. Lower your toes down, lift up. Not a big movement, but it has a big impact. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold it at the top and do 5 little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate your toes out to the side. 5 more little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your toes out to the side. Knee to elbow. Take it straight back. Knee to elbow. Get straight back. Last one. Knee to elbow. Take it straight back. Turn your toes to the ground. Check on your alignment. 5 more. Full range of motion lifts. So touch, lift up. Remembering to breathe. And bring your left knee down. Both legs should be feeling it. Take your right leg straight back. Pull your toes to your nose. Lift up. Touch down. Up. Touch down. Number 3, remember a nice flat back. Remember, imagine you're balancing. Favorite beverage on your back. Lift up. Time for those little baby pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Externally rotate. Turn your right toes out. 5 more pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee to elbow. 3 of these. Knee to elbow. Last one, knee to elbow. Take it straight back. Turn your toes down. Check in on your alignment. 5 more, full range of motion. 1, 3, 4, 5. Knee down. Press your hips straight back for a nice child pose. You've earned it. Hips to heels. Walk your fingertips straight out. Tuck your chin. Roll up through tabletop position. Tuck all 10 toes. Press your hips back and high for a downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands. And one vertebrae incline, rise all the way up. And come up nice and high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moment of gratitude for your practice, for this day. Thank you for sharing it with me.